It's a terrible football show. What do you expect?
I want whatever you guys are smoking right now.
Just in my brain, it just makes so much sense.
OH!
Oh, baby, yeah!
You have no quarterback. You're going to need some punters.
Welcome to a terrible football show.
That's my quarterback and my teammate, man. Ruins my fucking holiday every damn year.
Alex,
What up?
you can thoroughly kiss my ass.
If it's Toledo, I'm drawing the best damn rocket there is out there.
Now that's gonna look like a dildo.
Tell my HR director about this show. He's going to listen to it.
They draft Xavier Worthy. What the fuck? Wide receiver from Texas.
Fucking hamster.
It's a hamster mixed in with a sheep.
The Buffalo Hamsters have traded.
Listen, guys, this is a terrible football show where everybody may be good at nothing, but we are terrible at everything.
That's facts. That's a clip for the intro.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
That's a clip for the intro, baby. Yeah, he's successful at just giving his terrible opinions, so why can't I? Terrible football show, after all. Welcome to Terrible Football Show. It is September 3rd, 2024. I'm Alex Light with Sparky 3. Hope you're having a phenomenal day today. Welcome to one of the worst shows on the entire internet. It's so terrible, we almost got sued. True story. I've got most of the boys here with me. No Tyler. He may pop in. We'll see. Let's go around the room. Jacob, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. There's a lot of frauds going on in football.
Facts.
There's a lot of surprise teams this year in college football. So I'm loving it.
It's going to be a great year of college football. I think week 1 and week 0 has already told us that. Shane, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. Just got home from Fayetteville, probably like 3 hours ago. Nice little drive up there, a nice little drive back. Had a nice little Labor Day weekend. So
There we go.
ready to get back and talk about football. So.
Yeah, we're about to work, baby. Back to work on this beautiful Tuesday. And Ricky, how are you doing today?
Doing well, sir. Ready to talk some football. Had a great weekend for football. Ready to, not the outcome I wanted Friday night for football, but hey, a great weekend for football. And my Vanderbilt Commodores, baby, pulled that upset off. I didn't pick them to pull the upset off, but I didn't think they were going to. But they're getting votes in the top 25, and they're going for 2-0 this weekend.
Nah.
Y'all watch out. Y'all watch out for my Vanderbilt Commodores.
Nah. Forget them, man. They made me lose a bet. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything about Vandy today. They made me lose a damn bet. All right, I'm not happy about that one. But what I am happy about is that on today's show, September 3rd, 2024 is a very special day for everyone here because today is a national holiday. Today is Happy Florida State Sucks Day, baby. Got some fun conversation there. Happy holidays, everybody. Florida State sucks. Let's go. Now, this is one of the best holidays of the damn year, let me tell you. So it's going to be a fun conversation today. We'll shout out our sponsors, Rogue Energy and Agent Inc., if I remember. Hopefully I don't forget. Later on in the show, we will have Week 1 NFL picks today, as well as Week 2 of college, of course, where we got 30 games lined up. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait. Let me go ahead and turn down the music here, and let's talk football, boys. Let's talk football. Let's start right off the top, right out of the gate. Let's jump into it. How are we feeling on this wonderful Florida State sucks holiday with how bad Florida State is this year?
I mean, I want to say that we here at Terrible Football Show saw it coming the second that DJ announced that he was transferring over there.
Facts.
But, I think we pretty much all called it. Even though I would say that made a mistake, even though I didn't think they would be this bad. I knew they were going to be worse than what most people were projecting them to be, but, I mean, them coming out and laying an absolute flapjack the last 2 weeks, love to see it.
Love it. Love it. What about Ricky? What about you? How you feeling about this on this wonderful holiday?
I don't hate Florida State near as much as you do, but I'll be honest. I didn't see this coming because I thought that this coming year that they would try to kind of revamp on what they tried to do last year, and it's just gone completely opposite the first 2 weeks of the year. You're talking about historically. Now, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about historically. Georgia Tech and Boston College are historically bad football programs. They have been as of late anyway. Boston College has been on the up and rise. Jacob called the Georgia Tech thing. Good shout out to Jacob for that. However, now that Florida State has gone 0-2 against two teams that they historically dominate, now the question more goes on about Mike Norvell. If I'm Mike Norvell, I'm getting out of that program as soon as possible. I mean, I don't know what his buyout is if he gets fired. I don't know about any of that stuff, but it's bad. It's really, really bad for Florida State. If you look at their schedule coming up, it's not getting any better for them at all. There's a possibility they could only win 2 games this year the way that they're playing, if any. I'm just saying there's a possibility there, gentlemen. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, especially with how they're playing, because that's the thing. You know, Jacob said this before we started the show, that the score with the Boston College game doesn't reflect how bad Boston College beat them down.
It was bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Boston College is special, though. That team is going to go places this year.
Yeah. I think we saw it last night. I mean, that team's there to play, man. But we also further saw last night just how dysfunctional this Florida State team is right now, right? Like, you know, they're not there. And, you know, it's a mix of a lot of reasons. They lost a lot of talent last year, you know, after their, you know, phenomenal 12-0 season. But, you know, some of it is going to come down to some quarterback play. I mean, DJ has never shown any form of superstardom since he stepped on the field with Clemson. He just never has. I'm sorry, he hasn't. You know, even with his season with Oregon State, like, he had some okay games, sure. But, like, you know, you're playing in, no disrespect here, but you're playing, in my opinion, lesser competition than you would be when you were at Clemson, and you're still not putting up phenomenal numbers. You know what I mean? Where it's just like when you go, you know, from one stage to the next stage, you know, I understand it's Power 5, but, you know, based on the competition Oregon State played against, what Clemson normally plays against, you still didn't put up the great. He's never shown flashes of greatness since he stepped on the field. And man, it is showing these past 2 weeks, week 0 and week 1. You know, it's going to be ugly for Florida State this year. And you know what? I'm here for it. Look, I told Tyler in a message that, look, I can put any sort of negative comments and snarky comments about Florida aside. You know, he's got a buddy that's a diehard Florida fan. So, you know, he's tried to fuck with me before, and I got to fuck back. You know, I got to be like, all right, buddy, let's calm down. Let's calm down, little brother. But I can put all that aside as long as we all come together and say the 4 magic words or the 3 magic words, fuck Florida State.
So they play Memphis on the 14th. That's going to be a loss. Memphis is way better than they are. Cal comes on the 21st. That could be a win because Cal's just as bad as they are. They're going to lose at SMU. They have Clemson, at Duke, and even though like Duke doesn't look too great, but
right.
You never know with that one. Then they go to Miami, North Carolina, Notre Dame. They play Charleston Southern. Then they play Florida. So, you know, just with those right there, you would think they could win 3 games out of that. I'm calling 2 at most.
That
just
Clemson game,
what I saw.
That Clemson game is going to be a battle of the shit shows.
It's going to be a terrible game of the week.
Clemson played against Georgia.
Do we want to go ahead and lock it in terrible game of the week?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on.
We'll see how
on.
bad it gets for both teams.
Come on.
Because I personally don't think Clemson should be even ranked. I think Boston College should be ranked at number 25 instead of Clemson.
Clemson should not be ranked right now, but it is what it is.
Yeah, fuck the AP. Rank Boston College.
Yeah, fuck the AP.
Rank Boston College. Fuck the AP.
Oh, yeah. Fuck the AP, man. I think we could all agree to that sentiment. Oh, geez.
But, I mean, I agree. I mean, upside here, Florida State wins 5 games, right? They beat Cal. They beat Duke. They beat Charleston Southern. They beat Florida.
I don't think they beat Duke.
I mean, I don't think so either. I mean, I think upside here, you're looking at 2 to 3 wins, maybe, and that's if you do beat Duke. I think your only 2 winnable games, honestly, is, I mean, yeah, I mean, you got Charleston Southern, Florida, Cal, and Duke. You've got to get at least those, right? And if not, if you lose to Cal, if you lose to SMU, Clemson, and Duke, I think Norvell's at it. Like, because that started off with 0-5, right? No, 0-1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0-7 going into the Miami game. He's gone by then.
Also, I swear to God,
They never should have gotten rid of Jimbo Fisher.
Disagree with that.
I disagree with that too. I just think Jimbo's a stooge. That's the only reason why. He's a clown.
That's fair.
Yeah. I like Mike Norvell. You know, I like Mike Norvell. It's just
I do too. He's just
They just don't have the talent this year.
This is just a bad situation right here.
Yeah. Yep. They don't have the talent this year. And he also did not get to pick much of his own coaching staff at Florida State.
I did not know that. Interesting. Interesting.
This is one thing I'll rebuttal to that. I think Florida State, as far as talent-wise, is one of the most talented rosters in college football. They were, I think, top 5 in the transfer portal. They consistently do a top 15 recruiting class. I think this is a DJ issue. I think it comes back to what Alex said after he transferred from Clemson, after Dabo said that he wasn't going to be the starter after that horrible year he had with Clemson, and that there was going to be a quarterback battle between him and Klubniak, or whatever his fucking name is. And I think Alex said it first here on the show. He is scared of competition. Plain and simple. And then I think that confidence is bleeding out onto the field, and it's not only affecting Clemson, and it not only affected Alex's Beavs, but now it's affecting Florida State, and I think we see it here coming to fruition.
Yeah, and Florida State can afford the buyout. His buyout's only $6 million this year.
They do not have that much of a rushing game at all. Their leading rusher against Boston College had 11 yards. Their leading rusher against Georgia Tech, 38 yards. That's shit. So it's either, I think there's just the whole program is discombobulated right now. I think that no one has an understanding and mindset that they are a unit. I think everybody is out for themselves right now currently, and no one is being loyal to Mike.
Right.
Unfortunately, we're probably going to see this a whole lot more with different coaches, considering the NIL, the way it's going now, the way it's structured. Sure. It's going to change college football.
It's putting the power into players, which is the downside of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's already changed college football, so just going to keep on changing it too.
I'm personally not a big fan of how the NIL is structured currently right now. I'm also not a fan of allowing players to transfer more than once in a college career.
You mean you don't like guys like that one QB who started at Georgia and played for 4 different colleges?
No.
Who all did he play for? He played for Georgia, USC, West Virginia, and what, Rice? Was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy. Well,
I'm also not a big fan of players playing more than 4 or 5 seasons.
I mean, look at TJ Finley from Western Kentucky, right? He started off with LSU, went to Auburn, then went to some lower end D1 school. I forgot who it was. And then now he's at Western Kentucky. He spent 4 years with college football. And
if I'm an NFL scout and I see a player moving to multiple different teams and playing for more than 4 years, that's a no-go for me. I'm staying away from that player as much as possible because obviously they are not loyal and they can't win in any situation.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I would kind of fight for that is if a coach, if he's going to go with an OC, or he's going to a specific. I mean, we see it with UNLV, right? We see they have like 4 or 5, 6 different used to be Razorback players because of Barry Odom's there. They played under Barry Odom here at Arkansas, and then Barry Odom went to UNLV, and now they're playing for UNLV. I think that's the only kind of thing. Like, I think if you went to a school for that coach, and that coach gets fired or hired or pulled away from that school to go to another school, I can see where you're wanting to go to that school and follow him. But I mean, just getting up and bouncing around, not a good look for college football.
I don't even respect that mindset because that just means you don't have adaptability to play for another OC or a coach.
So, Jacob, here's where I will somewhat I'll agree with you on that part. But I'll disagree with you on is this. That certain coach who leaves could have been the one that recruited you to begin with. When you were recruiting, you're building a relationship with a certain a certain somebody, and sometimes that relationship means more than playing football. It happens all the time. Now, that's where I'll disagree with you on that part. What I will agree with you on is them jumping ship, just jump ship,
True.
especially multiple times, because we've seen it several times, and it has to be policed better. There's no rules on that. To tell you the truth, NCAA is not going to figure it out. It's going to be a new system. It's going to be a new program that's going to run the NCAA out. It's going to be basically this big new program that's going to come in. They're going to have to, because the way that the NCAA is structured, everything with the NIL coming in, everything is now completely gone and scattered. So they're going to have to come in and restructure this entire thing just for it to make sense. Because like we have said, and stated the transfer portal many, many times, it's running the sports. It's running the amateurism. These guys are amateur athletes. They're not professionals. They're getting paid multi-millions of dollars to play a college sport, which is ridiculous.
Also, let me hit a few points here. Number one, when it comes to the Florida State conversation, just wanted to tag on this. I swear to Christ, if we get to that Miami game and Miami pulls a Miami and forgets how to play football and loses to Florida State like we always do, you're going to see a different form of Alex Light on this show.
Miami looks good against Florida.
They did.
No.
Also, with that, Jacob, you don't like players playing longer than 4 or 5 years. What are you trying to say about my 9-year tight end Cam McCormick scoring a touchdown this weekend? Shout out to that.
It's ridiculous.
His career has been wild.
That is ridiculous.
But beyond that, let me follow up on chat real quick. Kirito popped in and said a couple things. One, he says Alabama looks good as a dark horse. I wouldn't consider them a dark horse, but they did look good. I wouldn't call that a dark horse personally. When they're like the 1 or 2 of the SEC, I wouldn't call that a dark horse. But they did look good. And then they all said no. The shit game of the week will be Florida and Florida State. I do agree to that. That's funny. And then the last one. This is the most important one, though. Jacob's grandma says, "Hey, go Buckeyes! Can we all get an OH?"
I know, baby.
Here we go. I said all of us. Come on, Shane, Ricky, what are we doing?
Negatory.
I'm sorry. I thought you were just talking to
grandma,
Jacob.
man.
It's for his grandma. Come on, Shane.
Okay.
OH.
Okay, for grandma.
OH.
I-O.
Thank you.
Shane?
I-O.
Shane?
I-O.
Nope.
Come
Shane?
on, Shane.
Sorry, Jacob's grandma. I'm
Shane?
sure you're a lovely woman, but I can't do it.
Shane, you've done it before.
Do it,
Come
Shane.
on.
I know it.
OH.
Listen.
Do it for my mammal, man.
OH.
I can't do it. I'm
Shane.
sorry.
Shane.
You better slide me some of that NIL money under the table, buddy.
Shane.
That's the only way you're getting it out of me.
Shane, you better do it. I'm breaking your trophy.
I mean, that's fine. You still have to build me a second one. And I'm going to win a third one this year.
You ain't getting the second one now.
Big doubt. Big doubt. Big doubt.
See, Grandma says I-O. Thank you, Grandma. Shane, you're an asshole.
Look, there has to be a villain in everybody's
Number
story.
1 fan right there, boys. Number 1 fan.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Okay, now I did it just for grandma, but now of course none of my grandmothers are alive. But let's say that they were alive, would you say woo pig if they came in and asked y'all to say
Yes.
woo pig?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
Dude, I
okay,
was raised
okay,
by my great grandmother.
Respect.
You're damn right I will.
respect.
Yeah, you
Okay,
damn
that's
right I will.
Yeah, Shane's just you know what? I'm not even acknowledging Shane this the rest of this episode.
that's gonna be awkward. Jacob's gonna be like, oh, this was someone talking and it's just quiet.
He probably has me turned all the way down to where you can't even hear me.
Right? Oh my god. That's funny. Shane, last chance. OH.
I-O!
There we go. Let's go.
Oh, he did it?
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
I can unmute him now.
Oh, you had it muted. You didn't even hear it. Oh, he's gone. You made him leave. You made him
You
leave.
deleted him. Oh, there he
He's
goes.
back. Okay.
Kick me out of chat, dude. Kick me out of chat, dude.
Wait, who kicked who?
I was in there talking, all of a sudden I get beat ooped out of the fucking thing.
That wasn't me. Oh, that's great. That's classic.
Jacob snarky little ass over there.
What?
Jacob, did you do that?
All
Anyway.
right,
Oh, payback!
Oh, welcome back, Jacob. Sorry.
All right, how about Oregon?
Oh, dude, I know. Like, what happened in that game? I mean, Idaho's been a really solid FCS program the last few years. I mean, they've gotten as high as I think like top 5. Well, shout out to them. Shout out to the Vandals in the Kibbie Dome. That's a good team there. People need to go out and support in the Kibbie Dome for the rest of the season. But man, what happened in that game? That's not what I expected out of Oregon.
Oregon was expected to be a 12-0 team this year. They're actually one of the only Big Ten teams that are consecutively predicted as 12-0 this season.
Yeah.
So if they're playing like that against Idaho, I don't give them much of a chance against Boise State this week.
Especially when they start going up against like the Big Ten competition, right?
Yeah. Their first Big Ten game. Oh, well, it's at UCLA. So, I mean, it's not really much.
Right.
Then they play Michigan State. Then they play Ohio State, Purdue, Illinois, at Michigan, Maryland, at Wisconsin, and at home against Washington. Michigan's got a tough game this week, too.
That game was like just really interesting for Oregon and Idaho because it's just like Oregon wasn't like closing, you know, they weren't finishing. Because like I saw like a stat line where it's just like, how do you only have 14 points with those stats? Where it's like the Idaho QB had completed 7 passes, you know, thrown an INT, and meanwhile Dylan Gabriel was like 20 for 28 or something, you know, and it's just like, how do you only have 14 points? How are you up 14-0? With that stat line? Like, yeah, it's just like,
Dylan Gabriel, his final stat line, 41 for 49, 380, 2 TDs.
Good stat line, but like what happened?
That's Heisman.
Yeah,
right
that's a great stat line. Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like they just weren't finishing. You know what I mean? In that game. Also, Shane Grandma says thank you. So there you go. You did a good deed today. Hope you're happy with yourself.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all. It was really Alex and Nooner that convinced me, right, with the whole grandma thing.
All right, there we go.
I unfortunately lost all of my grandmothers 2 years ago. And look, I know at first I was being ornery, but it's just me as an Arkansas fan trying to go back to those bad memories, okay? But at the end of the day, I had to do it for grandma.
Yeah, there you go.
So
there you go.
Did you just call Ricky Nooner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call him Nooner.
That's my last name. That's my last name.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anybody call you Nooner on the show.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I don't know who said it.
Looking at this though, guys, Oregon passed the ball 50 times on 50 times on Saturday, and that could be a huge issue considering how much time the clock will stop, things of that nature. They only rushed for 107 yards. They had the ball for almost 40 minutes of that entire game, and they only scored 24 points. That's bad.
31 first downs to Idaho's 10.
Yeah, it was so lopsided on the stat board, but yet on the scoreboard, it was close. I don't understand that.
If there is any quarterback in the country that can consistently throw 40 to 50 times a week, it's Dylan Gabriel. He has that Big 12 arm that he was used to be in the Big 12.
Yeah. So
he's got the arm to be able to do it. He was recruited to a Big 12 team for his arm.
You and I both know in order to win in the Big 10, they got to be able to run the football.
Yep.
True.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of run stopping defenses in this Big 10 this year. Iowa actually looked pretty decent this year or this week. That's strange.
Yo, they put up 40 points in the second half of that game.
But then again, it was against a shit team, but
hey,
true.
Listen,
They've
only scored 40 points in 3 games in the last 2 years. And Saturday was one of them.
Right.
What are we thinking about Michigan and Fresno State? Did Michigan look weak, or did Fresno State look decent?
I feel like that was just Michigan being Michigan. Like I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like Michigan always has those type of scores. I learned that last year when trying to bet on Michigan games. I don't bet Michigan spread because they always do this shit. Thankfully, I didn't bet on them this weekend, but I learned my lesson last year. You don't bet Michigan spread because Michigan. You know, it's kind of like the ongoing joke with the Pat McAfee show that the Kansas City Chiefs can never hit their spread. For whatever reason. It's kind of the same thing here with Michigan. They're a good football team, but they just never hit their spread because they don't blow teams out most of the time.
They don't like to.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
not
like
their culture to do it.
that 30-10 doesn't really worry me because, like, number one, it's just Michigan, and number two, Fresno will at least be a good team in the Mountain West. Now, one thing I was going to ask all you guys is, like, looking at week one, right? We got a lot of dominant performances. You know what I mean? A lot. Okay, we got Oklahoma, having a dominant performance. We got Utah. We got Missouri. And these are teams that they should dominate, right? Miami looked great. Georgia looked great. Ohio State looked great in the second half. Texas looked great.
That's per usual.
Alabama looked good. Ole Miss looked good. I mean, I'm going through blowout after blowout right now. Tennessee. So let me ask you guys this: for each of us, or let's go around the room. Who looked the most impressive out of all, like, the top schools and stuff in the country? And besides Florida State, who looked the most abysmal out of, like, all the top schools? Like, double question here. So I'll start with my most abysmal, okay? Besides Florida State. This Notre Dame Texas A&M game was pathetic, okay? Up front, pathetic in my opinion. I think both teams did not look good, but Texas A&M looks terrible. I'll just go ahead and say it. They have all the talent in the damn world. They had one of the greatest recruiting classes ever. And I understand new coaching staff. We're getting we're getting all lined up in that shit. But both these teams, there was not really anything impressive out of these teams for me personally. I think Texas A&M is a joke. I think Texas A&M is a legitimate joke. This is one that you guys can beat this year, Ricky and Shane. Congratulations, can win the rivalry this year.
Hey, we won it 2 years
Last
ago.
time, the last time in Jerry's World too.
Yep. So that's one of my most abysmal from all these top teams. And then, of course, Clemson. I didn't want to say things that also feels like a kind of a scapegoat answer, but if you guys say it, that's totally fair and respectable. But for me, Texas A&M, just that they looked like a team. They looked like a team, personally.
I want to touch on the Ohio State thing, not my pick, but I think a lot of the first half was figuring out the new offensive schemes in actual live game format. Chip Kelly is notorious for having a very open playbook, to say the least, which can be pretty. There's a tough learning curve when it comes to Chip Kelly offense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and notorious, Ohio State is usually a second half team anyways, so we never really blow any teams out of the water from the get-go. Usually happens second half. But my abysmal team this week, NC State.
Oh, yeah.
You took mine. You took mine. I'll pick another one.
Man, that team looked horrible. They looked absolutely horrible. Stat-wise, pretty good team. But to allow Western Carolina to have that many points on you is ridiculous.
Yeah.
14-14 going into halftime against an FCS team when you're a top 25 team in the country. Ridiculous.
Yep. I'll tell you, with that sort of mindset, another team that kind of got me a little worried, this past weekend once the dust was settled. Arizona. Offense looked phenomenal, but you let 39 points up by New Mexico. You let a New Mexico running back get 15 carries, $130, and 2 TDs. Man, Arizona is one of my dark horses for this year. That's a worrisome stat line when you're looking at who it was from. Like, no disrespect, New Mexico. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it a buck. If you don't like it, look at the show's, look at the name of the show. It's a terrible football show. Get over it. But that was kind of worrisome out of Arizona's side, is that defense. Offense looked great. I mean, you had your top receiver for Arizona, 10 catches, 304, 4 TDs, man, balling. Him and Noah got a lock, but that defense, that was worrisome for me.
Yeah, I'm really liking Noah this year. But I will say, I think this New Mexico team might be a little better than people give them credit for. Just a little bit. Like, they're still a pretty shit team. But I think they might be slightly better than what a lot of people have said.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
They're going to get blown out this week anyways.
Who? Which
next
one?
week.
No,
next week. New Mexico. They're going to get blown out this week. Next week against Auburn.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go outside of the top 25. I'm actually going to go into the Big 12. I'm going to say Texas Tech. They barely squeaked out against Abilene Christian. They got 51 points against Abilene Christian. And all due respect to Abilene Christian, they're still fairly new in the Division I level. I think they've been in 5, maybe 6, 7 years now, something right around there. But to give up 51 points to an FCS school, they're barely getting into the. They're not even in the top 25. They're getting votes to get in the top 25. But for Texas Tech, and with this whole new Big 12 scenario that's going on, that they would be the ones that I'm like, okay, there's a lot of concern there.
I can get that, especially when you look at the QB threw for 506 yards from Abilene Christian. Like, wow.
I'll give. I don't really. I mean, I've taken the major ones. So I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
Number 1, of course, is Oregon. That's a big concern. I didn't get to watch the game, of course, because it's West Coast time. By the time that game was going on, I was long in bed. Second one, let me scroll down here. Let me find it again. Arkansas State. 100% should have lost that game. I know y'all were hyping them up. I'm not big on Arkansas State this year, but I know based on what y'all were saying with our preseason picks and everything like that, I understand that UCA is a top Division II team, but at the end of the day,
FCS.
They should have won that. I mean, they should have lost that game.
Right. With how they played, yeah. I mean, look at UCA, man. Put up 21 in the fourth.
Yeah.
All their 31 points came in the second half.
They're known for doing that though.
Yeah.
And then I said 3, but I'm gonna give you 2 more. Houston and UCF did not impress me with. I mean, we all kind of knew it. Houston was going to be not great, but no one expected them to lose by 20 to UNLV. And then UCF. I mean, honestly, KJ put on his whole thing, but again, KJ's turning over the ball. Offense seems to stutter here and there. Where is them for the Big 12?
Right.
You don't have Houston winning a conference game this year, Shane. I think Houston's pretty bad.
Now, on the flip side, who was some teams that really stood out to you?
I'm gonna say Ole Miss. Furman is actually a top
mine.
10 team, I believe, in the FCS. That to me. I know it's just the FCS program. That was just pure up. I think it was like 76-0. I mean, it was way more impressive than Arkansas 70-0 because Arkansas 70-0 was against a team who's not even coming close to the top 200 in the FCS. If there's even that many teams in the FCS, I don't know how many's in the FCS, but I thought Ole Miss looked pretty good. We talked about Alabama earlier. They looked a little better than I thought they would. And Missouri, of course, looked like they're picking up where they left off. And don't forget about my Vanderbilt Commodores. Ooh, my Vanderbilt Commodores, baby. 2-0 this week.
So, one for me, and it's more so like you expected this victory, right? But it's like it stood out to me because of the particular situation. And that for me was Utah. Like, yes, expected them to beat the crap out of Southern Utah, but what's impressive is Cam Rising came out and looked like he hasn't missed a beat. He hadn't played a game in over 365 days. So he came out and he looked like he had missed a beat. 254 yards, 5 tuds. So that was impressive to me to see that him come out and still ball the way that he knows how to ball. And that's going to help, in my opinion, really set up Utah for the rest of the year. So that was pretty impressive for me to see on my side. And then of course Miami, but I'm not gonna fangirl over Miami. We'll do that. We'll do that later. We'll do that another day. It's not a big deal. Ole Miss though did look very impressive. And then honestly, that smackdown with Tennessee, you expect it to happen, but man, Nico's a baller.
I got 2 teams to shout out. One of them being USC. I think they surprised a lot of people this past week. I did not expect them to be able to be in the top 25 after the first week. But here they are, beating the number 13 team in the country and rising to the number 13 team in the country. Mm-hmm. I would also like to shout out Syracuse.
The home of your
Kyle
former
McCord,
guy.
Man, where the hell was that stat line when he was playing for Ohio State? 27-39, 354 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. That's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand this Ohio Bobcats team is not nearly as good as what they are in our dynasty,
Ha!
but still, damn good game for Syracuse. They have a tough game coming up that I think is going to be probably my game of the week personally. Now that I'm thinking about it, outside of the top 25 V25 games, I think Georgia Tech and Syracuse is going to be a pretty fun game to watch.
I'll also give two. I've kind of already mentioned one of them. Big shout outs to UNLV. I know again it was not a very good Houston team, but I mean I think Barry Odom is kind of showcasing what he's done at UNLV just over a year. Other one I have to say is Nebraska. I think Nebraska kind of showed up, especially with Raiola, or however you pronounce his last name.
Patrick
Again, it was just
Mahomes,
against
too.
it was just against UTEP, but I mean, dude did his thing out there.
Yeah.
Also, can we mention how bad South Carolina looked?
Oh,
Facts.
that's horrible. Golly, that was horrible.
Also, shout out to my terrible game of the week pick. The team that was favored lost by 2 tuds. Shout out to that. That was a deserving terrible game of the week. I'm just saying. Would also want to shout this out just because I'm a Glazer and all. I'm so pissed that Hawaii lost that game.
should've won.
Yeah, dude. Like, see, that was a mix of UCLA just playing bad and Hawaii just playing like kind of okay and just shooting themselves in the foot. That last drive from Braden, it's like, dude, you can't take a sack. You cannot take a sack in that situation. Throw that damn ball away. Do not hold on to that damn ball. You know what I mean? Like, God, should have won that damn game, man. Should be 2-0 right now. But then Hawaii got to do Hawaii things. It is what it is. Anyway, we're moving on. We're not talk about them right now. Let's see. Any other games that you guys want to shout out? I'm going through the list myself. Let's see. Man, so many beatdowns week 1, man. A lot of beatdowns. Shout out to Washington State putting the beatdown on Portland. Jesus. But letting up 30 points, though. That's something, Jacob, I'm just saying.
Hey, man. Only one undefeated conference in the entire NCAA.
That's right, baby. The
Pac-2,
Pac-2.
Pac-2.
Pac-2, baby.
How concerned are y'all with Boise State allowing 45 when their game against Georgia Southern?
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Is Georgia
Southern
Southern
wouldn't
just better than we expected?
No.
Or Boise State not as good?
I'd say both. But I mean, looking at this stat line, Jesus Christ, the Boise running back, my Lord.
Yeah, he's a fucking dog.
But even the QB put up over 320, and a couple tuds. So it might just be one of those things where it's just like Boise defense just dropped the ball, man. That might be what it come down to. It's kind of the same thing what I was saying about a concern with Arizona. That offense looked on fire, but yeah, then what happened on the defensive side of the ball,
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect those two players to keep it up like that all season.
And
long.
hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Georgia Southern's head coach like the former USC coach? I forgot his name, but I think he's the former USC coach. And they've kind of been up on the rise since he took over, I thought. I could be crazy. I could be high as a kite right now, but I feel like that's accurate, or it was accurate. He may have left.
Yeah, no, you're right. Clay Helton.
Yeah. Okay.
Clay Helton,
Yeah, there we go. I feel like they've been on the rise since he took over, I thought. So maybe
last 2 seasons they're 6-7.
all right. What were they before that?
They've been to 2 bowl games, but they've lost both bowl games.
Okay, what were they before that though? Before he took over?
I don't know.
Well,
give me a second.
We'll just say they're on the rise.
Let's see here.
We'll say they were on the rise.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, they've been. I know it's been at least a decade that they've been in division and the FBS anyway. All right, so looking here, so Clay Helton got their win. That was 3 years ago. So he took over 3 years ago. He's been. Oh, I'm sorry. This is his third season. His third season, 6-7. Before he got there,
3-9, 8-5,
3-9,
7-6.
8-3. So they've So Chad Lunsford did a very good job there up until that very last season. So and then before that, Willie Fritz was there for 2 seasons, 9-3, 9-4. Then Tyson Summers took over for Willie Fritz and went 2-10 and 5-7. So they're not terrible, completely terrible.
A little bit under us.
Jeff Munkin had them boys rolling 10-5, 11-3, and 10-4.
It used to be a really good team.
Yeah.
Played Nevada this week. That should be a win.
All 3 years under Jeff Munkin, for 3 of the 4 years, they lost to North Dakota State in the semifinals of the FCS.
Shout out. But overall, though, very good first week of college football. I think we can all agree to that. A lot of shakeup across the board. A lot to be excited about, especially going into week 2. We've actually got a lot of fun matchups in week 2 with the 30 games that we got picked out. We've got the big game of Texas and Michigan, but then we've got a lot of fun games across the board. Georgia Tech, Syracuse, like Jacob kind of touched on. Iowa and Iowa State. That's always going to be a fun one to watch. We've got some good games across the board for week 2, man. Tennessee, NC State. That will be interesting. Be curious to see if NC State can hold anything to Tennessee, or if Tennessee's just going to dog walk them. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be an obliteration at this point.
Yeah, let's see. Right now, Tennessee is -8.
It's
-8 for Tennessee. I may have to
on the road.
That.
It's on the road.
Yeah, but NC State's not that hard of a place to go to.
Yeah, I may have to hammer that, boys. That might need to hammer that one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kentucky's only favored by 10 against South Carolina.
Yeah, but Kentucky didn't play last week either, so I still think Kentucky's gonna win. But I'm just saying.
Kentucky played last week.
Yeah, they played Southern Miss.
Did they? I didn't see their score.
31-0.
Ah, okay.
Let's see. But yeah, anything else that you guys want to chat about in terms of college football? Good to be back. That's the big thing.
Good to be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
can't wait until we get into the thick of the season when we're not actually having these blowouts.
Yeah, that's true. Week 1 is always one of the funnest weeks to do some gambling. It's always got some blowouts. All right, let me shout out a sponsor so I don't forget. Shout out Rogue Energy. Use the referral link down below. Use promo code SPARK3 to get 10% off your order. But hey, if they've got another sale going on, which I think lately they have, it might be gone now. I think it was like a BOGO 50, I think is what it was. Hey, that's all good. Use that sale. Use that code. But just use the referral link alone could still help the brand. Whether you want to pick up the hydration line, the brand new chill line, energy line, whether it's cans or powder, it's all delicious. For the cans, black cherry lemonade's fantastic. For the energy rocket pop, great popsicle, strawberry kiwi is all great options. The chill is actually does work. It's a very relaxing beverage. And then dragon fruit mango for hydration. That is a pickup right there. Use our referral link down below. Promo code SPARK3 to get 10% off your order. Oh, look at that. We remembered a shout out. Holy shit. Talk about growth. New year, baby. Well, speaking of coming back, though, baby, here it comes. NFL kicking off this Thursday. We feeling it? We ready? Fantasy draft taken care of last week. Oh, shit. We have to do the dynasty draft. I forgot. We got to do it like tomorrow.
Have to do it before Thursday.
We got to do it like tomorrow. Ricky, I think you still need to get in there. I think you're the only one not in there. Someone's not in there. I don't remember who it was.
It might be me.
Yeah, we got to get that done like tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, we have got to get that done. Yeah,
Ricky, you are the only one not in there.
Yeah, you're not in. All right, so yeah, we got to get that Dynasty League draft done. Totally forgot about that. Holy crap.
Send the link for it so that way I can get back.
Yeah, please take care of that. Thank you. But yeah, we'll plan for that draft tomorrow night. Is everyone available for that sometime? What time would everyone be available to knock that out real quick?
Anytime. I can always draft on my phone if y'all are doing it.
Yeah.
Anytime before 6.
Okay. Okay.
Just as long as I know a
Yeah.
time, I can always draft on the phone if need be.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah, I could draft. I could draft on a phone. It would need to be before 7.
Okay. That's fine.
Like 6 would be perfect.
All right, yeah, I'll message Tyler and Steve and make sure they're good, and we'll get that done. But anyway, yeah, NFL kicking off Ravens Chiefs. Kansas City currently -3 on that, so shout out to that. We got the Brazil game. That should be interesting. With the Packers
Shout out
Eagles.
to the Eagles not even wanting to be there.
Oh yeah, I mean, can you blame them? I mean, I don't blame anyone not wanting to be there. You know, like
They have to be locked down in the hotel. They can't go anywhere. They can't
Yep.
eat any of the food that they want.
Yep. It's just like, man, why did you watch like NFL? It's I think it was Darius Slay. It's like NFL, why are you even sending us here? You know, it's like, what are we doing? Hey, shout out to this guy right here. This guy's got fucking taste. Says go Beavs in the chat. Here we go, baby. That's what I like to see right there. Go Beavs, baby.
We gotta go Cougs. Come on now.
You know what? It's a respect thing. So yeah, go Cougs.
Brotherly love.
Yeah, it
man.
is. It is.
Us against the world.
Like, look, it is, man. Even whenever we play, like, it's no hate. It's like, hey, let's just have a good matchup, man. You know, we're, best man win kind of thing. You know, it's just
we're survivors.
We are
survive.
Correct. It's just a good time. Go Bees, baby. DJU is cheeks. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to hear right there. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, Packers, Eagles, the Brazil game, that should be interesting. Bears, Titans, baby. Let's go. It's gonna be an easy win for the Bears. Love to see it. Got some fun week 1 matchups, boys. Besides your own favorite team, what's a matchup that you're most excited to check out? Shane's got the Shane Bowl this weekend, so shout out to that, I guess.
Texans and Colts. Looking forward to that game.
Okay, respect.
Looking to see if Anthony Richardson can get back to how he was before he got injured, and see if the Texans can keep their dominant streak going.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to Jets 49ers to see if
True
Rodgers can last more than 4 plays.
True. Rams Lions. I mean, that's a storyline right there, boys. Rams Lions. That's a storyline right there. Not only for us on the show that I'm saying the Rams are better than you guys think they're going to be, but also, I mean, Matt Stafford going back to Detroit again. Because didn't he go to Detroit last year, or did Detroit go to them? I don't remember.
No, he went to Detroit.
Okay, so
the playoff game.
Yeah, it was the playoff game. That's right. Well, now here we go. Sunday Night Football. Stafford in Detroit. It's gonna be electric, baby. Give me Rams Lions. That's gonna be my favorite matchup this week.
I think our terrible game of the week needs to be the Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints.
Man, do we want to start doing game of the week for NFL and terrible game of the week for NFL? We've never done that.
I'm just saying, man, this is awful. All right, the cheapest ticket right now for that game is $19. The cheapest game for the Titans and Bears. Titans are horrible. Bears gonna be pretty good. The cheapest ticket there is $208. It just tells you how terrible they are.
Facts. No, Jacob, he's gone. Yeah, he'll be back. Well, I don't know. That might have been his dip out he talked about. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Got in the chat again. Florida State might need to go back to being independent, man. They need to go back to doing something. Let me tell you that. Can we get a fuck Florida State in chat, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
FFSU. Can we get an FFSU in chat, please? Thank you.
So I'm looking forward to the Washington Commanders going 1-0 this week against the Buccaneers. So that way, that's one step toward the playoffs for them. Which, by the way, I will shout this out right now. Nick Wright of Fox Sports FS1 has also predicted the Commanders to take the division. He did it after I did it, so I'm getting the credit for it if this actually happens.
We'll give you the credit. We got you, Bob. Also, Jacob just texted me. He said his internet went out. Man, I know he's just waiting for the camper life to be over. Oh man, the camper era, man, has been something for him. Let me tell you. But no, seriously though,
not near as bad as my hot spot or whatever it was I had.
Oh yeah, that dude. When we told Jacob that was how you were doing the show, Jacob's mind was blown. He's just like, you've been doing the show every week through a hotspot box? It's like, yep. It's like, you're joking.
Yep. I'm telling you, man. Listen, we're gonna have to, so rest in peace to the hot spot, and eventually it's gonna be rest in peace to the camper life. We're gonna remember these moments. Those
Yeah.
are gonna be the legendary moments that we remember on this show.
I need to get some of this stuff like on some merch in the merch store. Shout out to sparky3shop.com.
Good.
Yeah. No, I've been telling myself over and over again, I got to remember to start shouting out sparky3shop.com. So like how I have like these graphics up like for this, yeah, I know you boys can't see it, but on the stream where I got the Rogue Energy one, I need to make that for sparky3shop.com. I need to do that. And I want to start promoting that quite a bit. I got a new hat I got to put in there because it's been an ongoing joke over at Gamesthetic that whenever I do the Agent Inc. shout out, I make sure to always say you can pick up one of our 2 hats or our jerseys because John didn't know we had hats for like a year and a half. Like after I did a recent shout out, John's like, we got hats? It's like, what do you mean? Like Alex has been shouting this out for years. What do you mean? So now the boys are requesting that I make a hat in the Sparky 3 shop that's saying we have hats. It's the We Have Hats hat. So it's just stupid enough for John to wear, apparently. John said he would actually wear that. So shout out to that. Need to get that in the merch store. Shout out to the merch store, sparky2shop.com. But no, in all seriousness, though, real question. Do we want to start doing terrible game of the week and game of the week for the NFL? We've never done it because we already pick all the games as it is. We've never done it. Do we want to start doing that every week? New season, new us?
I mean,
Problem
we
with
can.
doing
We can, but we already pick
game of the
every
week.
NFL game, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we pick it. Well, yeah, we do pick it every NFL game. The thing that makes terrible game of the week special in college football is that we pick these lower tier teams who are not very good.
Yeah, yeah.
The NFL would be kind of with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
game of the week I'm fine with, but I wouldn't do terrible games. I'm just saying overall the games that's got to be the terrible game of the week.
It would be, yeah. That or Cowboys Browns because we got to watch both these shit teams play. So one of the two.
Yeah.
Oh, also shout out to Trent Williams getting his deal done earlier today. So,
Oh, by the way, you'll appreciate this, Alex. In one of my math classes, I have a Chicago Bears fan.
there we go. Love to see it, baby. They know what's
Yep,
up.
I have it. Yep, he's from Chicago. Actually, he moved down. I don't know when he moved down here, but he said he is from Chicago.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Read chat.
Oh yeah.
Thomas Hero, appreciate that. Algorithm is smiling in on you guys. 26 subs and it's getting recommended.
Shout out to that,
To
man.
the YouTube algorithm today. Hell yeah!
And it's recommending the terrible football show YouTube account. Come on, YouTube algorithm, if you could do the same thing for ATSN, please.
Please.
Yeah, we want to get ATSN really rocking and rolling, man. So, Sparky 3's been doing well recently, but again, it's just all like it's all been like gaming related things. It's been doing well. I mean, like the subs for that one has been steadily climbing. Views are steadily at a high level, for us right now and stuff. Interactions has still been very solid. It's also been climbing over on the Gamestetic YouTube as well. So, can we get that love with ATSN too? That'd be pretty sweet. But hey, at least we're getting smiled upon, right? We're so terrible, we almost got sued, and people need to hear our story. They need to hear that we're so bad. We have 26 subs on one channel, 17 on another, 300 something on another, and we almost got sued. We're that bad, all right? People need to hear our story. Our opinions are so terrible. Come on.
And you come join the
But yet,
Discord,
a lot of them
and
are-
you come join the Discord, and you can really hear all about it.
True, because we never shut up about it, that we almost got sued. I legitimately won't. I can't. Like, it's just so damn funny to me. Like, yeah, it hurt my wallet a little bit. All right, not a fan of that. But, dude, just the size of our channel, it's just so damn funny to me. Like, I'm not even really mad about it. Like, it's just like, it's just a funny part of ATFS's history. Oh my God, bro! And now that's why we have the hand-drawn thumbnails. All right, just enjoy the hand-drawn thumbnails. They're 10 out of 10.
Ugh.
Let's see though. No, in terms of NFL though, I mean we got a pretty fun week of games. I mean there are some that are going to be snooze fests. I mean for sure. I mean Carolina and the Saints, like Ricky already pointed out. I think Vikings and Giants are going to be a snooze fest. Shane, how you feeling about the Shane Bowl this weekend? Broncos Seahawks. This is your game, Bubba.
I'm torn. I'm a big fan of Bo Nix. I like the way he's looked in the preseason, but at the end of the day, I think I got to go with my Seahawks on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling Broncos on this one.
I look. I've been a Broncos fan a lot longer than I've been a Seahawks fan, but at the end of the day, I just think Seattle's a better team
Yeah.
overall. And Kenneth Walker has done some great things. We still have Jackson Smith-Njigba. I mean, they got DK Metcalf. I mean, Geno Smith's been doing his thing, especially last season. If he continues it on, I don't see the Broncos covering whatever point spread is there.
That's weird. Also, shout out to Hummus Hero again. He put in chat a few minutes ago. Everyone sub. Let's get this channel rolling. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Don't know why it filtered that. I mean, I guess because the word sub. I don't know why, but I don't know why that would filter it as potential like graphic content where I had to approve it. That's weird. Anyway, I approved it. It's showing now. I don't know why it'd block that. So it is what it is. But no, thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. You know, we have to, like I said earlier, we got the Terrible Football Show account, and we got the new one, ATSN, that we just launched like 3 weeks ago. So we're trying. We're trying. We're doing our best over here. But no, with the Broncos Seahawks game, man, the Seahawks are a team that I don't have a lot of expectations out of, but it is a home game, so that's kind of the big draw point. But man, I feel like Bo Nix is going to have a really strong outing this year as a rookie. You know, I really do. I think Bo Nix has played phenomenal in what we've seen so far, and I could really see the Broncos walking away with a dub this weekend in Seattle.
Like I'm gonna enjoy the win, however it comes, whether it is Denver or Seattle, right? I just think right now on how the teams are built, I think Seattle has the edge. Now, Bo Nix does have a chance because our secondary is kind of beaten up, and kind of depleted. But I mean, who else is gonna really show up and do something on that Denver offense? So it's gonna be interesting and surprising to see what goes on with it. But either way, I'm gonna be happy, and either way, I'm gonna be sad. So
right. I mean, hey, I got the same thing going on this year for me. I got the Bears and Jags over in London. So either way, I'm gonna have a good time. But you know, it's all about the Bears, baby. That's who I'm really pulling for here is the number one. But it'll still be a fun game for me too. So you know what? I feel you. I got the Alex Bowl this year. You got the Shane Bowl this year. Do we got a Ricky Bowl this year? Let me look. Ricky, do you got the Ricky Bowl this year?
I'm not sure.
No Ricky
I don't
Bowl.
think so.
No Ricky Bowl. We do have a Jacob Bowl. So. We got a Jacob Bowl, but no Ricky Bowl. And then I couldn't even tell you. I mean, you technically had the Ricky Bowl. You had it in the preseason, but not in the regular season. And I couldn't even tell you if we're going to have a Tyler Bowl. Tyler's second favorite team changes every year. So I could not even tell you if we're going to have a Tyler Bowl this year. Could not tell you. But, you know. But no, week one, though, it does have some pretty solid matchups. I'm pretty excited for it. Do you guys think how do you guys think this Jamar Chase thing's going to play out? Because Zach Taylor seems to be adamant. Hey, he's playing this weekend. And I don't think he's playing this weekend if he don't have a new deal.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, I'm going to pull him out of my fantasy league, which I've remembered to do that. But rumors are saying that he's just wanting more money. He's wanting to be around that Justin Jefferson number.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I saw the one report that he wants to be paid exactly 1 penny more than Justin. And it's just like, that's amazing, man. Because, you know, they're best friends, whatever. So that's so damn funny.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, dude. It's like if you got like a super tight best friend, you get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's awesome. Like I saw people making jokes about that he's petty as fuck and blah blah. It's just like, man, people making those jokes are forgetting they're actually best friends. Like what are we talking about? But no, I'm in the boat that I don't think he's going to be on the field this weekend against the Patriots. Like if he doesn't have a new deal done by Sunday, he's not going to be on the field. I fully believe that at this point. So I don't know. Hopefully they get the deal. They got the deal with Trent Richardson done not Trent Richardson. Shout out to Trent freaking Richardson. Jesus Christ. That's a random throwback that my mouth slipped out. No, Trent Williams. The 49ers got that deal done pretty quick to make him get back out in the field and get him back out there. Also, speaking of 49ers, man, shout out to Ricky. You guys see that? See that he got shot?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, crazy.
That's-
You know,
Mhm.
complete.
And apparently that's one of the things that motivated Trent to get his deal done.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because apparently him and Ricky have been pretty close since
They
Ricky's
drafted
gotten
him.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, talk about lucky. You know what I mean? You know, just apparently missed all like organs, went like right through him, whatever. I mean, talk about lucky, man. Shout out to Ricky. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery, man. Hate to see shit like that.
And all over a Gucci bag, bro.
Right?
And a watch.
Right?
Gucci bag and a watch.
I mean, shit. It's already bad enough to try to live out there. I mean, freaking Brock Purdy's living in a treehouse. Like, come on now, we don't need that.
Just wild.
Oh my
Shout
god.
out to that.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to that. Man, I wanna go on this slight tangent. One of the biggest plagues on football social media for me personally, where every time I see anything that comes up in my timeline, it just like God, you annoy me. Is MLF football. Shane, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure you're on the same page with me of just like how annoying it can be.
Yeah.
But when he made the post about the Brock Purdy thing, he just had to include at the end of it, Brock only made $900K last year. I'm just like, I mean, I get it. It's like from an NFL quarterback perspective, it's not a lot, but like, I think he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, he's not struggling.
I
at
think
all.
he's gonna be okay. I think things are gonna be fine, buddy. Let's calm down. Let's relax. All right, let's fucking relax. Jesus Christ. I don't know if we're gonna see Jacob again. I don't know. I mean, I already knew he had to kind of dip out, but his internet took a poop on him, so I don't know if we're gonna see him again. So, is there anything NFL related that you guys really want to dive into and chat about? Because if not, I feel like we can probably go ahead and get through our picks because we got a lot of picks, obviously, every week. We got 30 picks, now we got NFL to tag on. This alone is gonna take up like 30 damn minutes.
Yep.
So, are you
Let's
guys
get it.
ready to hit picks? Ready to do it?
Yep.
All right,
Let's do it.
Time
Which
for
one we doing first? NFL?
Right,
what do you
we
guys want to do?
We gotta start doing like a Jey Uso or like a Braun Breaker thing. Hit my damn music.
That's right. It's like, hit my damn music. Here we go. No, what do you guys want to do? NFL or college? How we feeling?
I say we hit NFL first and then college.
All right, bet. Let me get NFL pulled up. And also, I think I should have in the description below that you can join the Run Your Pool and compete against us. So shout out to that. I think we should have both links down in the description below. All right, time to make the picks, boys. Here we go. NFL Week 1. Let's get it. Baltimore at Kansas City. Give me Kansas City, man. I'm sorry. Until proven otherwise, give me KC. Actually, no. Give me Baltimore. Give me Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm also taking Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore.
Yeah, in my preseason stuff, I picked Kansas City win this game, but I'm actually going Baltimore.
I think I picked Baltimore in my predictions. That's why I immediately was like, wait a minute, hold on. No, I originally said Kansas City would lose like the first 3 out of 4 games. Hold up, let's back up. Yeah, give me Baltimore. All right, the Brazil game, Green Bay and Philadelphia.
Got Green Bay.
Begrudgingly, give me Green Bay.
We're going to be different here. I'm going Philly.
All right, I can respect it. Carolina, New Orleans, give me the Saints.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, give me the Saints.
Tennessee and Chicago. Boys, you know who it's all about. Give me the Bears.
Yep, Chicago.
Here we go.
Yep. On that Sunday, it'll all be about the Bears.
That's right. Here we go. Houston and Indy. Give me the Houston Texans.
Yep, give me Houston.
Give me them damn Colts.
Ooh, okay. All right. Arizona and Buffalo. You know what? Give me the Cardinals.
I'm also taking the Cardinals in this game.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, give me Arizona. I'm on the board with it.
New England and Cincy. Give me the Bengals. New England's going to be lucky to win 2 games this year.
Yep, you're right. You're right on the dot on that. Give me Cincy.
Give me Cincy.
All right, Duval and Miami. How we feeling?
Jacksonville's usually pretty good on the road, but I think Miami's going to be on a tear this year. Give me Miami.
Yeah, give me the Fins, unfortunately. but Duval.
Give me the Fins.
All right, Minnesota and the Giants. This is gonna be a crap game, man. But give me the Vikings because, dude, didn't the Giants like not even throw a touchdown pass in the preseason? I mean, it was abysmal how bad they looked in the past game. Give me the Vikings, led by Sam freaking Darnold, going back to the stadium he was drafted in, MetLife. He's gonna go and tear it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota too. Not because the Minnesota's gonna be any good, but because the Giants suck that bad.
True.
Yeah, give me Minnesota.
All right, Pittsburgh at Atlanta. You know who it's about, baby. Give me the Dirty Birds, led by Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, though, because Pittsburgh's defense is still going to be pretty good, and they still have Mike Tomlin as the head coach. But I've got Atlanta making it far this year.
Listen, I was all for Kirk Cousins, but since they drafted my guy Michael Penix, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm here for Penix, dude.
Next up, Denver and Seattle, the Shane Bowl. Give me Denver.
I'm taking Seattle.
I am also taking Seattle,
but Vegas and the Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Same.
But I really want Minshew Mania to run wild this weekend, brother. Hoping for the best. All right, then we got the shit bowl of the week. We got Dallas and Cleveland. Ugh, disgusting. I could vomit. I'm sorry. I'm throwing so much shade at you right now, buddy.
Give me Dallas.
Give me Dallas.
I'm taking Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland.
Oh, the Cowboys fan taking Cleveland. In that case, give me Cleveland.
Actually,
Take Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dallas is like 0-12 when Tom Brady's in the building, so give me Cleveland.
That's not true. The last time Tom Brady was in the building, we beat him.
All right, Washington.
Retired Tom Brady, Shane.
Washington and Tampa.
You know who it's about for me, the Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
Give me Tampa.
Give me Tampa.
Hey, y'all go ahead. My Commanders and my Vanderbilt Commodores are going to make it this year. Here we go.
Fucking relax, okay?
I'm not. I was about to say something, but that would have got it canceled. So let's move along.
Yeah, we don't need any more of that, Ricky. Anyway, Sunday Night Football, Rams and the Lions. Stafford going back home again. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, it's going to be a homecoming smash. Give me the Lions.
Oh, give me the Lions. Sorry.
All right, and then Monday Night Football. Not two Monday Night Football games in Week 1 this year. We got the Jets and the 49ers. Give me San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm also taking San Francisco. We'll see if Aaron Rodgers still has it, but the San Francisco defense is pretty stiff.
J-E-T-S. Yes, yes, yes.
There we go.
Go New York, baby.
Here we go. All right, boys, let's hop over to college football. Boys, I'll be honest. What the hell is our terrible game of the week? I don't remember. Who was it? I think I put everyone's games on here, including what you guys said. Let me go look.
Aaron Mack and UConn probably.
All right, yeah, we'll go with that one then, I guess, because I don't remember which one it was. We also got Wagner and Lehigh. We could go them. Which one do you guys want, UConn or Wagner?
Listen, it's only fitting that UConn has got to make it in there early, right? I mean,
wow. Look, UConn's already guaranteed a spot whenever we hit UMass time, all right? Anyway, let's start going through it, baby. All right, first up, we got Duke and Northwestern. Give me the Wildcats. Give me Northwestern.
Wow, I'm taking Duke.
give me Duke.
All right, then we got Georgia Tech, newly ranked at 23, going to the Orange of Syracuse. How we feeling, boys?
This game could get very interesting very, very quickly. The biggest issue, though, is Syracuse stopped the Georgia Tech run, and I think Georgia Tech could be a little too much for them. I'm taking Georgia Tech.
Saying, give me Georgia Tech.
Give me JT or GT. GT, give me Georgia Tech. Here we go. I only added this damn game in hopes Tyler would be here so Tyler could get it out of his system right? You know, it is what it is. We got Bowling Green and Penn State. Can we get a fuck Bowling Green in chat, please? Give me Penn State. I literally put this game in here for him so he could get out of his system. And the dude's not here. Tyler, you had your chance, buddy. I'm never doing anything for you ever again.
Yeah, give me Penn State.
Yeah, it's not even a pick.
Penn State.
It's not even a pick. It was literally only in here for Tyler, for the memes. All right, next up, we got Army and FAU. Man, it's actually a pretty close line if I remember right. How are you guys feeling on it?
So, Florida Atlantic took Michigan State pretty well. Michigan State's not that good.
Yeah.
They're at home. Army's expecting to be close to the top of the conference this year. I'm going to take Army.
FAU is favored -4. Interesting.
Am I smoking that ganja, or am I not seeing this game on the run report?
It's right underneath Penn State Bowling Green.
Okay, I must have been smoking that ganja. Okay, give me that. Give me Army.
Give me Army as
I'm
well.
going on.
Give me Army as well. I guess next up we'll do split second decision. All right, we'll do Wagner and Lehigh. How we feeling on that one?
I don't know who to pick here.
I'm going Lehigh because I've already picked enough away teams. That's how I'm settling.
Yeah, but
Lehigh's at
that's the fun part of it. How they do in week 1?
That's a great question. I don't know how
Look
you
at
do
Ricky
this.
doing research, dude. This is a terrible football show. Come on, bro.
Hey, I'm trying to win picks here, Shane.
I mean, look, you're going to do better than what Jacob did the first week, okay? So
Jacob had a rough outing week 1.
That is pretty bad. All right, so Lehigh lost 42-7 to Army. Let's see how Wagner did.
If Wagner went to shit, we're postponing this game. We're making it a terrible game of the week, okay?
Let's see here. Wagner. Wagner beat the University of Virginia at Lynchburg 46-7. So,
Give me Wagner.
I'll take Wagner.
Give me Wagner. Shane, you gonna change your pick, buddy?
Nope, I'm sticking with Lehigh.
Okay, all right, good luck,
I
man.
think a 46-point loss to Army means more than beating a blind school. So,
Oh my God! Jesus Christ! All right, anyway. All right, Pittsburgh at Cincy. Jesus Christ!
That needs to go. That needs to go on the intro. That needs to go on the intro.
Oh my God! What the hell?
The way he said it was great. Okay,
All right,
I'm gathering myself. What's the next game?
Pittsburgh and Cincy, buddy.
Oh gosh, what's the line on this one?
Jesus.
Let's see here.
Christ.
Cincinnati's favored by 2. This game's gonna suck anyways. It doesn't matter who wins this game.
Where's the positivity?
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Give me Cincy at home.
give me Cincy at home as well.
All right, next up, Kansas State and Tulane.
Wouldn't shock me if Tulane pulls the upset off.
True.
They look pretty good in week 1. But I'm going to take Kansas State.
Give me Kansas State.
Listen, I may be a Tulane fan because I realized last week that they have ex-quarterback, now receiver from Arkansas, Gary Bohannon. But I am going to Kansas State. But I am a Tulane fan this year.
Okay.
Go Green Waves.
All right, next up, Arkansas at Oklahoma State. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going with Cowboys as well.
Shane, don't do it.
Pig suey.
Oh my God.
Give me the Hogs.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Hogs by 90.
Oh my God. All right, buddy, relax. All right, next up, South Carolina at Kentucky.
Hold
Give me
up.
Kentucky.
Hold up, before we go any further, okay? So you just got on. Who was it? Was it Wagner that beat a blind school? And Arkansas just beat UAPB. Are you kidding me?
Yo, let's backtrack, okay? Listen, that blind school's not in the state of Arkansas, so let's keep it moving.
Okay. Okay. Much respect. All right. What's next? South Carolina, Kentucky. Give me Kentucky.
Yeah, it's Kentucky.
Yeah, give me the Wildcats of Kentucky.
Next up, Michigan State and Maryland. Give me the Turtles.
Yeah, Michigan State is awful, y'all. They are awful. They barely beat Florida Atlantic. Much due respect to Florida Atlantic, I think they're going to improve this year in their conference, but Maryland's going to roll in this game.
Give me Maryland.
All right, Ricky, it's your time if you want to throw it out there. South Dakota at Wisconsin.
Oh, this is what I would call my FCS upset alert game of the week. 'Cause South Dakota, they are pretty good as far as the FCS level goes. I believe they're in the same conference with South Dakota State and North Dakota State, so it's a very, very tough conference. They are ranked in the FCS. However, as much as I want to pick the upset, I don't think they're going to be able to stop Wisconsin's running game. I'm taking Wisconsin, even though this is my upset alert of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Wisconsin.
Yeah, give me Wisconsin, but it could be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Next up, Iowa State at Iowa. You know what? Give me Iowa. You know, after how well they played, man, I'm feeling the Hawkeyes here.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa actually dominates this series. I think they of the 60-something meetings they've won over 40 of them. Iowa State, and both of them don't score a whole. I mean, I know that Iowa scored 40, but that hardly ever happens. But this one, I think Iowa's defense is going to be able to succeed in this one too. I'm going to take Iowa in a close one.
Okay.
Listen, a day that Iowa is putting up 40 points, not only in a game, but in a half, I will not go against Iowa because they will win the national championship that year. I'm going with fucking Iowa.
All right, next up, Idaho and Wyoming. Wyoming got their teeth kicked in by Arizona State. Give me the Vandals, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Vandals in this one too. The Vandals should win this one. I think it'll be close, but the Vandals, I think the Vandals will be able to handle Wyoming's defense a lot more than they'd be able to handle Oregon.
Yeah, I agree. Give me Idaho.
UTSA at
Idaho.
Texas State. Give me
Idaho.
Texas State.
Yeah, this one could be close too. Texas State's pretty good though. Give me Texas State. They're at home.
Listen, any mascot that's a Roadrunner, I'm a fan of. Give me UTSA.
All right, Sam Houston at UCF. Jacob put this one in here, and I can't help but to feel like it's because he was going to pick Sam Houston. Give me UCF.
Yeah, and you're about to say UCF is favored by almost 24 points.
I can't help but to feel like he was going to pick Sam Houston, or why else would he put this game in
Yeah,
here?
that could have been his upset pick of the week. Yeah, give me UCF.
Give me UCF.
Next up, Kansas at Illinois. Give me Kansas, but this line, I think, was actually pretty close.
Yeah, and Brett Bielema has got to do something at Illinois this year, otherwise he'll be on the job market again too. Yeah, I'm gonna take Kansas.
Give me Kansas.
South Florida and Alabama. Who put this in here? Ricky, was that you?
I don't remember.
Someone put this in here. What? Give me Bama. What are we doing?
It was probably Steve.
Now, Steve don't put picks in.
It may have been me. Let me look at the.
No, it was Jacob. So Jacob put in 2 of these. What the heck are we doing?
Jacob's picking South Florida. Jacob, if you're putting this in there, you gotta pick South Florida. To win.
Right. Give me Bama.
I think South Florida will be a lot more competitive than Bowling Green will, but I think Bama's going to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Bama.
San Jose State at Air Force. Give me the Falcons.
I'm going to take San Jose State. The Falcons struggled last week, and they did not play a very good team.
You know what? I'm always a fan of San Jose State. I'll go with them.
Fuck you. Next up, we got Virginia and Wake Forest. Give me the Demon Deacons.
I'm also going to take the Demon Deacons in this game.
I will as well. Give me the Deeks.
Tulsa and Arkansas State. Give me the Red Wolves.
Yep, same.
Give me Tulsa.
Tennessee at NC. Wait, what? Interesting. Okay.
That is, I'm like, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
Oh,
Respect.
Oh, it's pretty bad, Shane. Okay.
All right. Next up, Tennessee and NC State. Give me Tennessee.
Blowout. Tennessee wins by at least 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Colorado and Nebraska. I feel like there's been a lot of shit talk in this game since it popped up last year. I've seen a lot of shit talk between the two fandoms. So this is going to be honestly a pretty fun one to watch this weekend.
Give me
Colorado
Nebraska.
has 2 players. Barry Sanders. What's the tight end's name again?
Travis Hunter.
Travis. That's what I thought. Okay, I was making sure. I was trying not to confuse him with Florida State's quarterback last year that got injured.
Oh yeah.
That's all they. That's all they have. High school, you can get away with that. The FCS, you can get away with that. You can't get away with that in the FBS. Nebraska wins.
Listen, I'll put it this way. Shadur Sanders threw for 445 yards. They ran for 59. That will be their downfall in the Big 12. You can't run the ball, you're not going to get anything done. I don't care who you are or what you've done or what you think you're going to do. Can't run the dang ball, you're not going to win games.
Sad part is they had a running back, but he transferred. That's the sad part. Dylan Edwards, I think was his name. Where's he at? I don't know where he's at. Anyway. Give me Colorado. I'm gonna go against you guys on this one. Give me the Buffaloes. App State and Clemson. Who put this one in here? Oh, this might have been me. Yeah, this might have been me. You know what? Give me App State. App State is an upsetter, baby. They love doing upsets. Give me App State over Clemson. Here we go.
Yeah, but yeah, Clemson can't score. That's the big thing, but they're also not going up against the Georgia defense this week. Could be very, very interesting. I'm going to take Clemson, but I think Clemson's going to win by at least 10.
At least he says. Okay.
Yeah, look, I don't think Clemson's as good as we think they are. I don't think Clemson's as good as people think they are. But at the end of the day, like Ricky said, they're not going against the Georgia defense. This is Appalachian State. I'm going Clemson.
Hey, listen. Look, I'm the only one here who has got the knowledge that App State's QB has won a Heisman in my college football dynasty. Okay? App State is an upsetter. App State's winning this game. They're going into Death Valley. They're Death Valley, right? And they are going to beat Clemson in Death Valley. It's going to be great. Go Mountaineers. It's going to be awesome. Boise State at Oregon.
I know that Oregon struggled last week against Idaho. I'm still taking Oregon.
Yeah, give me Oregon. Boise State also kind of struggled.
Yep, give me Oregon.
Texas Tech and Washington State. Give me the Cougs. Give me the Cougs. This is the Mike Leach Bowl.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
They should. Washington State should win this football game. I know Texas Tech put up 52 points, but they also played against Abilene Christian. This is not Abilene Christian. Washington State.
Yep, give me Washington State.
Mississippi State and Arizona State. You know what? I'm feeling the Sun Devils here. Give me Arizona State at home.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I totally forgot to mention them earlier when we're talking about surprising teams. They just ran the dog crap this past weekend. That shocked me. So Arizona State.
Give me the Bulldogs.
Oh, okay. All right. Then we've got the Beavs going to visit San Diego State. Give me the Beavs, baby.
I'm also taking the Beavs.
Here we go.
Yep, give me the Beavs.
All right, I think that covers everything besides our game of the week. So let's start going through those three. First up for our FCS game of the week, we have Incarnate Ward and South Dakota State. Ricky's Jackrabbits, defending national champions at FCS level. How we feeling, boys?
And you forgot to mention back-to-back.
Back-to-back, baby. Here we go.
Yes, back-to-back, baby. Incarnate Word, of course, them coming up last year, coach there, one of the former coaches at Arkansas, he was an assistant. And I am going to take South Dakota State still in this game. But it should be a good game.
Give me the Jackrabbits.
Oh yeah, baby. Give me the Jackrabbits. They're gonna walk away with a dub in this one. And then for our FBS game of the week, we got Texas and Michigan. Give me the Longhorns. Give me Texas.
I am also going to take Texas. I do not think. I think it's going to be a great game, but I don't think Michigan is going to be able to stop their athleticism on the offensive side of the ball. Texas's athleticism on the offensive side of the ball. That's why I'm going to pick Texas.
Give me 1 second, gentlemen. I am doing some.
He's fact checking.
I'm doing some Ricky research real quick.
Ricky research. That's what it needs to be called.
There you go.
Ricky research.
I'll accept.
Gotta put that on a
So
shirt.
it's 11 a.m. game. Texas is a 4-point favorite. And
Michigan has not lost in September since they lost to Appalachian State.
And it is in the big house. So I'm wanting to give the big house to be able to cover that 4. But I think Vegas probably already did that with the 4. So in my eyes, Texas is really a 14-point favorite here. So give me Texas.
I love your math there. I love your math.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. And then lastly, of course, we have the ATFS terrible game of the week, trademarked, according to Jacob in the predictions. I don't know if anyone else caught that. I think I'm the only one that saw that. He put a trademark beside it.
He did it last week, too.
Did he? I didn't catch it last week. So Shane was the first one to catch shot to that. We have Merrimack going to UConn. I don't know if this is the right terrible game of the week because I think there's a clear winner. I definitely did not pay attention to anything that could have been terrible game of the week. So it is what it is. We're rolling with it. Merrimack and UConn. Give me the Huskies. Merrimack's terrible.
So Merrimack lost 21-6 to Air Force. He only gave up 21 points. UConn gave up 50 to a Maryland team with an unproven quarterback. I'm taking Merrimack.
Taking Merrimack in the terrible game of the week. Holy shit. Here we go. Oh, man.
Listen, if I can go to a restaurant and order you on a menu, you can't play college football. I'm going UConn.
What? Where can you order a Merrimack? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, buddy?
I'm just saying Merrimack sounds like something that I would walk into McDonald's and order, okay? I can't do that.
That's a Big Mac, not a Merrimack.
Hey, Merrimack Burger, baby, coming soon. Shout out.
Listen, Merrimack could very well be the next thing they're going to order, and it's going to be like a miniature mini Mac, a Big Mac. You never know.
That's great. Also, shout out to this weekend. My fiance's little brother, they are kicking off their schedule this weekend. The Central Missouri Mules at home against Northeastern State. Should be a dub for the Mules. So shout out to that. He won't get probably much playing time this year, though, unfortunately. I chat with him about it. So not much playing time for him, unfortunately. But next year is probably pretty likely. I saw they announced on their Twitter the 4 captains. Obviously, one of them being their whatever the top trophy is at Division II level, the Heisman, of that level. They're obviously their Heisman level quarterback. He is a captain as well as one of the O-linemen. But I did see 2 defensive linemen, both captains. And I meant to text Nick. I'm just like, hey, man, I saw that you got a couple captains there in the D-line room. Man, you need to be a sponge, dude. Be a sponge. Be a sponge, my friend. Be a sponge. Especially when you got 2 captains both coming out of the room that you're a part of. You know what I mean?
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the only team I saw ranked above them was Harding at number
Correct.
1. I think
Correct.
Central Missouri is number 2.
Yep, UCM is number 2 in the country. Harding number 1. So should be a good season for the Mules. We'll see how they do, and hopefully Nick can get some playing time next year. But anyway, you guys got anything else you guys want to chat about? We're ready to hit the music and get out of here.
Nope.
Hit the
Hit my music.
Hit my music, he says. All right, let's go around the room. Ricky, last thoughts.
Week 2 of football coming right away.
Yes, sir. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Shane, last thoughts.
what I want to say, I'm not gonna say because it'll just be completely rogue. And
Fuck.
unlike Alex, I have not had our rogue energy drinks today. So with that being said, everybody have a great night. And I wanted to do this last week, but I didn't get to. Remember, where everybody can do something good, here at a Terrible Football Show, we do everything terrible.
Hey, there we go.
I picked Merrimack to win. This is terrible. Yeah, this is bad.
Oh man,
Maybe-
shout out to a Terrible
I meant to
Football
switch
Show.
that pick. I meant to switch that.
Don't
pick.
switch.
What
You
am I
got to stay
saying?
with it now. You picked. It's locked in, Bubba. No, if you've made it all the way to the end, we appreciate the hell out of you for listening to a Terrible Football Show, and hopefully it was just such a terrible time that you had a great time. Remember, we're the show that almost got sued, legitimately. Make sure to check out Rogue Energy with the referral link down below, Agent Inc. Join the Discord, be a friend, tell a friend. Check out our Patreon as well as Sparky3shop.com. And you can also join the Run Your Pools down below and compete against us, and we would appreciate that, and we'd love to see you in there. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Enjoy some football. Goodbye.